Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Chase Something Outdoors. So today I just wanted to do for you guys a recap of Total Archery Challenge 2024 at Crystal Mountain. So first thing I'm going to start out with is my gear. So I did a video earlier. If you want to check that out, it tells you all the gear that I took. All of my gear performed amazingly. My bow right here performed great. So the one thing that I did have going on with it, when I started out, I was using this arrow right here on my very first course, and I was hitting low on all the targets. Now the funny thing was, I shot a 3D tournament, or just a 3D course I should say, a couple weeks before Total Archery Challenge, and this was hitting perfect. This one was also hitting perfect in the backyard. And then the arrow that I ended up using, which were these right over here, these ones were slightly lighter, about 10 grains lighter. They were hitting high in the backyard, and they were hitting high when I shot that 3D or archery course. At Total Archery Challenge, they were hitting perfect. So on the first course, I shot these arrows, had a little bit of a challenge. I was having to add a yard to every target to make sure that I was hitting it. And then after that, I switched to those. Now, I shot a total of 4 courses. The first one that I shot, I had tier time for, that was the Ultra View course. So on the Ultra View course, what I will say about that one is it is billed as smaller targets and more technical shots. It also said that there weren't going to be any shots over 70 yards. Now for me, not an issue. Very first target on that one, 92 yards. So there were targets that were over 70 yards. Now in the actual score sheet it said 100 yards, but when you're actually looking at it online, it does say, I believe it's either 70 or 80 yards that it says is the max on it. The other thing that I would say with that course, it only has 15 targets, so it's really short. There wasn't a lot of technical, I felt like, on it, and it felt like the targets were just kind of normal size. So I wasn't overwhelmed with the Ultra View course. It was still a good course. I had fun shooting it. I met some great guys that I shot with on that course and had a great time. The next course that I shot was the Prime course. Now me personally, it's been a couple years since I've shot the Prime course, and the last time I shot it, it seemed like there were some more longer shots on it. This one, a lot of your shots were between that 50 and 60 yards. In fact, there was a stretch where it was like 48, 49, 50, 47, with targets, quite a few targets like that in a row. So it just seemed like maybe this year they had shortened up the course a little bit. At least the shots were shortened up a little bit. The next course that I shot was the Knock-On course. Knock-On course was amazing. Still my favorite course. John Dudley does a great job setting it up. It is an amazing course to shoot. I do recommend that one 100% if you get a chance to shoot it. I in fact shot it twice because I enjoyed it so much. The next course that I shot was the Sitka course. Another great course. Very challenging, lots of great shots. It was a little shorter as far as the length of shots than it was the previous year. There weren't as many of them that were tipping that 100-yard mark on it, but the shots were challenging. Still, even like they may have shortened it up from, like I said, 100 yards to like 70, 80 yards, so I'm not complaining on the length of the shot on that one. It was a great course also. Vendor Village. Vendor Village was amazing this year. A lot of great vendors there. I did get to meet the guys from Rec Outdoors and the wrecking crew. Got this hat, thank you guys. That was pretty cool to get to meet those guys and get to talk to them. And yeah, other than that, there was the Ultra View guys there. I'm going to talk to you about that here in a little bit. So the one thing that, for me, gear-wise, that I decided to make a change on was my bow was too heavy. When I got back home, I took this off. This, I decided I didn't need it on my bow. I wasn't planning on using that for hunting anyway, so I kind of wanted to get used to having it off of the bow. What I did do is I moved the dampeners that are built into the bow down to the bottom to get the weight towards the bottom of it. I also staggered them to the left side of the bow to give me that feeling of having this on here. I'm able to get it to settle on target just as quickly as I was with this, and I've lost quite a bit of weight total. I also took some weight off of my front stabilizer too. So, I mean, all in all, I've lost close to a pound off of the bow. So, yeah, so that was awesome. The other new thing that I did, the UltraView guys were there, so I bought a new cartridge for my UltraView scope. This one has the 2 pins in it, so it's got your set pin for all of your yardages, and then it's got a floater pin below that to give you the extra distance. So for me right now with this arrow setup and everything like that, if I'm shooting at 20 yards, my second pin is actually at like 44 yards. Now I know that'll shorten up a little bit when I, add 30 grains towards my hunting arrow. So I figure I'll probably get, somewhere in that 35 to 40 yards out of that second pin. So overall, super happy with my setup. I just decided I wanted to lighten up my bow a little bit, and I wanted to add that second pin in my UltraView scope. Courses were great. Once again, got a opportunity to shoot most of the courses that were there. UltraView was a new course for me. I haven't shot that one. I had not shot that one before, so that was cool to be able to shoot that one. Other than that, had a really good time. Thanks for coming to the channel again. See you guys later.